here.
Where are we?
We are on my bachelorette. Welcome everybody to welcome everybody to Life in Progress. I'm Carly.
I'm Ilana.
I'm Denisse.
I'm Peri.
I'm Jenna.
I'm Jami.
I'm Jenn.
Well, welcome everybody.
And Jason's here.
Oh, yeah, Jason. Hi, Jason.
Okay, I'm gonna pour a little rosé to like kick this off a bit.
Let's do it.
Take that.
We need alcohol.
We need a little alcohol. I know everyone.
That
needs...
almost just fully fell back onto you.
I know. Everyone's been a little nervous for this podcast.
Just a little.
Just a little. Oh boy. Here we go.
This is gonna be a skill.
Okay.
We need to switch your hand.
These are branded cups. Also,
Branded
they say
cups.
Carly's brand trip in progress. Great job, Jenna.
Great job, Jenna. Okay.
God.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Okay, now who's
Here,
gonna?
pour yourself.
Okay, thank you. Just gotta pour myself.
And then give me the bottle.
All right,
Woo!
and we're ready.
We're kicking this off.
All right, cheers.
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 Woo!
Wow. Aw. Happy batch. All right,
Carly.
Ilana,
Hi.
kick us off.
I'll kick this off. So we are here in beautiful Montego Bay, Jamaica at the Hyatt Zilara Rose Hall. We have been wanting to do this episode ever since Carly decided she was having her bachelorette party. And we were like, wow, how cool would it be if we did a Life in Progress episode with everybody? And I don't think we actually thought we were going to do it until like 2 weeks ago.
No, definitely not. And they definitely didn't think we were gonna do it.
No. Did you guys think we were joking when we said we were going to do this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I also think it was my idea
I think it was your idea.
initially. As like I said, oh, so are we recording podcast on the Bachelorette?
She replied to the email.
I did.
So it's your fault that I'm sitting here doing this.
We can all blame
I'm glad we have
Jami.
someone to blame.
Yes. This is a really cool thing that we get to do and like very unique and special because everyone's sitting on this bed right now. Oh, guys, if you're not watching this, you should be watching it. We have full video on Spotify. We also have our episodes on YouTube. You should be watching this. There's 7 girls in matching pajamas except for Carly in her white pajama set, sitting on a bed right now.
Like this is not the one to listen to like on your commute. Like go sit down, pour yourself a glass of wine, have your morning coffee, and watch this episode.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Go on.
But it's a really cool thing that we get to do this because everyone here knows Carly from like a different walk of life and we all know a different version of Carly Silverman.
Yeah.
We're going to kick this off. I want everyone to introduce themselves, but also share how you guys know Carly. So let's start over here with Denisse.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy to be here.
So happy to have you.
Putting my rosé down so I can talk. So how do I know Carly? I met Carly out of college in LA. We both moved to LA after graduating.
Well, I didn't, but I moved to New York after graduating. But it's
Right.
Okay.
Carly
moved a year
moved
after.
That's right. You moved to LA a year after that, but
we don't remember the New York Times. So it's
we
fine.
don't remember the New York Times.
Do
But
you remember the LA Times?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Of course, I was in it. I'm kidding. So we were introduced to each other by a bunch of other Florida girlfriends, and we just hit it off super quickly in LA, and we just went on this one-on-one date, girl date.
We did. I
And
DM'd you.
yeah, Carly DM'd me, and we just started hanging out a bunch after that, and we've been friends now for what, 5 years?
I think it's 6.
6?
I think it's 6. I think we're on our 6th year.
So Carly's been my girl for 6 years, and yeah, it's just a growing relationship. So
Growing.
it all started in LA, but now we're both in Miami, so
Yes.
we get to continue this wonderful
continue
friendship.
this journey.
I love it. Peri.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peri. I am lucky enough to be Carly's sister-in-law, married to her brother, Brandon. Hi, Brandon. You better be watching this. Hey.
He's for sure not.
Has Brandon watched before?
Never. I don't think he's ever listened.
He loves you, though. It's fine.
Yeah.
I would say that Carly and I did not hit it off right away.
We'll hear more
Like
about
Denisse.
that later.
But I am the luckiest person in the world that we found our way because Carly is the best. I think she lives at my house now. And I am so happy to be here. And I got 2 new sisters by marrying Brandon. So love you too, Jenna.
Love you. She likes me more.
Jenna.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenna. I'm very awkward and like not like Carly at all, so like this is gonna be really uncomfortable for me. But I'm Carly's sister, so obviously I know her through a lens that no one else here does. And I'm very excited to get into it and kind of share a little bit about Carly that a lot of you guys probably don't know. Not sure like what's allowed and what's not allowed on this podcast, so we'll find out.
Anything's allowed.
And you guys may or may not find out depending on what's like cut out of this. I don't really know how that works. But yeah, I've known Carly since I was born. So
Shout out to Gil's womb.
shout out to Gil.
Hey everyone, my name's Jami. I know Carly through Jason. I'm lucky enough to have met her because my husband and Jason are best friends from college. I don't fully remember the first time I met Carly because it was my wedding weekend. If anyone knows about the wedding weekend where Carly met all of Jason's friends for the first time, that was my wedding. But I'm so lucky that she's in my life now.
Oh, thanks. Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I also know Carly through Jason. I probably will end up calling him Fitter one or more times.
It's fine. You can do that.
Because my husband is also best friends with him from college. And I also met Carly at Jamie's wedding for the first time. But it's only been like 2 years and it feels like it's been a lot longer.
Yeah,
so it's pretty nice.
It's kind of crazy, honestly.
Okay, so we came up with questions to ask each of you because, like I said, we all know Carly from different walks of life. And this is actually really fun and cool for me to experience because Carly and I are relatively new friends. And you all know different parts of her life and of her personality and her experiences that I couldn't even begin to imagine because I wasn't there and I didn't know Carly at the time. And I've learned that there have been many shades of Carly Silverman over the years.
Many shades.
Many shades.
Yes.
So I'm excited to hear the 50 of them. We're going to start at the beginning with Carly's sister, Jenna.
Oh, I'm nervous for anything. Nervous for just talk.
Jenna.
Me too, but this can all be cut out, right?
No.
We're raw dogging it.
Raw dogging.
Love that.
Okay. Jenna, I think the first thing I want to know is what is it like being Carly Silverman's sister?
Honestly, it's crazy. Like, I'm literally sisters with Hailey Bieber. Like, I walk outside and people are like, holy shit, you're Carly Silverman's sister.
Do people
and they
ever
take
think
pictures
that-
of me. They like
Stop.
take videos.
Seriously?
No, they don't.
I go to the nail salon and they tell me I have to wait like 5 hours for my manicure appointment.
Why don't you say, don't you know my sister's Carly Silverman? Come on.
Maybe I should.
You should.
Try it out. Let us know. No, but what is it really like?
Being Carly's sister?
Yeah.
In what aspect? Like, I feel like we need a little
Anything.
bit more of a specific kind of question, you know?
I'm going to kill you. What is it like just being the younger sister to Carly?
Honestly, it's great. Like, having an older sister is... okay, what's it like being Carly's sister?
For the
Jenna,
8th
you have
time.
the full data prep. Let's get to it.
Okay. Being Carly's sister is honestly a challenge, and no, like, let me finish.
Okay.
It's a challenge in some ways, but it's also like a blessing, and I feel like I'm the luckiest person ever because I have like a role model, a best friend, a critic, all kind of in one form.
Your
And
best critic.
my harshest and best critic.
Yeah.
Because I know I always have that one person to go to that's always going to give me the hard, honest truth no matter what. Mm-hmm. Whether that's asking if an outfit looks good or asking if a little something more serious, which maybe I don't know if I want to share. So, yeah.
You don't have to. What has it been like watching Carly's social media explosion? Has Carly changed at all over the years with followers and all the TikTok content, or has she been the same person she always was?
So she's definitely been the same person she always was. Like when she was younger, she wanted to be this actress. Like that's all she wanted. And she moved to LA for some like corporate media job. I don't even know what the fuck the job was, honestly. That's not why she moved to LA. She moved to LA because she literally wanted to get famous and she like thought she was going to, which she didn't, but that's okay. It happened a little bit later on. But I'll say like with the TikTok and all the social media stuff during COVID, that's when it kind of started. and I was with her all of COVID, and it was very interesting to watch, and I would get so mad when she would like put me in the videos, and
Like so mad.
like we would get in like screaming fights because I would be so mad when I would like just randomly go on TikTok and like see me on there. I'd be like, I didn't consent to this. I've had coworkers send me videos like, is this your sister? I thought this was you at first. Like, lots of people seeing these videos, and we've had some fights about it, but at the end of the day, I'm so supportive, and I think like what you do is so amazing, and I think you've actually like become really good at it.
Thank you. I hope so.
Yeah. And yeah, I think to answer your original question, I think she's kind of remained the same in some ways, like personality wise, and the way you like put yourself out there. You're very extroverted.
In what ways, if any, has Carly changed?
Through social media or just in general?
Both.
I think you're just way more confident now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like, I think at first it was kind of like fake confidence, and now it's real confidence.
No, I
like you
actually
truly are so, you're natural at it. You don't have to try.
Yeah.
She does.
I try.
Have to try.
Well, we don't know that. Like, I'm trying very hard right now. I don't even know where to look. So
You're doing great.
You're doing so good. That was great. Good job.
Okay, so we know Carly ended up with Jason.
yes,
And
well,
thank God for
we
that.
think she's ending up with Jason. They haven't sealed the deal yet.
This is true.
He has time to back out.
That is
How
very
many
true.
days?
Not that many.
Not that many.
Not many.
You don't have a count?
Well, when this comes out, it'll be different than what it is now.
Sorry.
That's okay. We deal with it a lot.
Is Jason the type of guy that you thought Carly would end up with?
Yes, he is. Cause she needed somebody that was just gonna like balance her out. She needed somebody that was chill and somebody that was just like kind of like on top of their shit, and somebody that can like put up with her, because she's not easy to put up with, and it takes a rare species to be able to put up with her. And I knew she had to end up with someone like him, someone with that like patience and just like
Calmness.
yeah, the calmness to him.
Yeah.
Even though he can be a little cray-cray sometimes with his own things. But love you, Jason.
What was your first impression of Jason? We've all on the podcast heard the story multiple times of, you know, Jason came in an early date, like 4th or 5th date for New Year's with your whole family, and then like didn't leave for days and days. You were there. What was that experience like?
It was very interesting, and it was very fun. And I think there's something, I don't even know if I ever told you this, like the one thing that I thought was so weird about that was he was so comfortable. Like he was almost like too comfortable. Like when someone would like, he would like give his opinion about what we were ordering for dinner. Like, it's your first night here. Like you should not tell us what we're ordering for dinner. Like you should be like, oh, I'm good with whatever. But he would be like, no, like let's get like the rigatoni and like whatever.
I don't even remember that.
I actually vividly remember that.
I remember us standing in the kitchen before he showed up, and I was so like, guys, like, this isn't anything serious. Like, we're just like friends. Like, don't act like this is something serious. Like, making you like.
Because you were trying to downplay because you didn't want to have like high expectations.
Yeah.
But after that first like night that we met him, 2 nights or however long he was there, like I knew that this was it. Like I knew.
Really?
Yeah. It was just like obvious. Just also based off of like Carly's ex relationships. Like I knew.
Wow. We'll hear about some of those ex relationships as the night goes on here.
I'm sure we will.
But Jenna, one final question for you for now, and you've been amazing. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you
Are you
so
okay?
much. I'm like fine, kind of.
You're doing
Not
great.
really.
You're doing great.
You're
I'm
doing
really
Doing great.
thrilled. What's in progress?
Getting to this podcast.
Getting to this podcast is one of them. What else is in progress? I'm very excited for the wedding. Obviously, it's in 2 months. I need to find a rehearsal dinner dress. I found a dress for the wedding, so if anyone wants to send me some links, please feel free. I don't have as many followers on Instagram, but like you can probably find me through Carly's account. What else is in progress? I said I wasn't going to talk about my insomnia, but now it's like the only thing I can think about talking about, so I'll just share very briefly. I've been dealing with really bad insomnia for the past now like month and a half. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been that long. Oh my God. Anyways, but I'm on the mend. I've sort of been like solving it. I have a few bad nights here and there, but
Sleep in progress.
sleep is in progress. That to answer your question.
If anybody has
progress.
suggestions.
If anyone has suggestions, actually I don't want any suggestions. I'm good. I'm good.
Too many suggestions.
Too many suggestions, but Carly has been like my number one supporter through this, so I really appreciate her.
You gave me anxiety I didn't know I had.
Yeah. Carly checks her phone every morning. She doesn't know if it's going to be like a good morning or a bad morning, so.
Didn't think I'd have so much anxiety waking up and checking my phone from someone else.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Well, it's because you love her and
Here
you
we
care.
Sisters,
Yeah.
that's sister
Yeah.
stuff.
Sister
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. Jenna, great job. You
Thank
can
you.
now sit back and relax.
Phew.
Peri, you ready to take the hot seat?
I guess.
All right, so we are heading back to Peri, aka Carly's sister-in-law. Peri, what was your first impression of Carly?
Go easy on me here.
No, honestly, I just wanted to be Carly and Jenna's friends, and it was like very, very intimidating to walk up to the first time I met them. I met the whole family, like just walked up to a table at brunch at their like country club, and I just like didn't know how to relate or like approach you guys. Like it was like, you know, when I like first started dating Brandon, like I like knew that was who I wanted to marry, and so like it was like I was like meeting my sisters for the first time, but I like didn't know you guys,
And we didn't think that.
and I had like mutual. I know, obviously, we'll get there. So like I had a lot of pressure, and then like I think you guys probably had preconceived notions of me just because I like we're the same age, so
yeah, and I think that's a good thing to notice. Peri
Yeah.
and I are the exact same age.
and have been in very different stages of life since I started dating Brandon when I was 21.
Yeah.
21.
And how old is Brandon?
Brandon's 2 years older than me, so he's 32 now.
Yeah, and when Brandon started dating Peri, I just happened to be going through a breakup. So it was, the timing wasn't great. There was probably a little bit of jealousy there too. Timing wasn't great.
Timing wasn't great, but it's fine.
It's fine.
We found our way.
So what was your first impression of me?
First impression, like I was kind of scared, honestly. Like you were a little terrifying. Jenna was like the nice, like approachable one. Thanks, Jenna. But like it was just like you guys were already a unit, so like coming into that was definitely intimidating. And then I feel like you were never quite warm. Like I truly felt like I was like pulling teeth, and I'm also like not as like trendy or fashionable or any of that, so like that part was really intimidating for me as well.
You think I'm trendy?
I mean, hold on, I think that we need to cut to a picture of Jenna and Carly at Thanksgiving in 2016.
This is really bad. That was really bad. We'll cut
Like
to that.
it was snowing outside basically, and there was like a fashion show happening, and Jenna like ends up wearing a crop top and a mini skirt, and
I was
Carly's-
literally wearing a bra and a jean skirt, and my grandparents were there, and I was actually like 50 pounds heavier than I am now. I don't know why I thought I was like looked good in that outfit.
But I was like trying to like, what do I do? What do I wear? Like, you know, trying to fit into that situation on top of like us not really like having anything in common to talk about at that point. So I was just kind of like feeling like a really big third wheel.
Why did you think it wasn't going to work out with her and Brandon?
It's not even that I thought it wasn't going to work out. It was it happened all very quickly. Like they met in college. They were best friends all of college, but then they didn't start dating until Brandon was out of college. She was in Florida. He was living in Philadelphia. He was a lawyer. Like he had an apartment. He went back for one football game. They hooked up, and all of a sudden they were dating, and 5 months later she was going to pick up her whole life and move to Philly. And I was just
I
like,
was going to. I did. I moved
She
in
did.
with Brandon after 6 months of dating him.
yeah.
Signed
And
a lease
You
after
moved
3.
from Florida? to
From
Philly?
Florida to Philadelphia after 6 months.
she didn't know a single soul. She just moved. And Brandon, listen, he's great, but like I was just like, wow. Like,
I love you, babe.
is that
For you
is that a
watching.
red flag? I don't know. And Jen and I are both very protective over our older brother. Like that's like he's our brother. So like it had to be like the perfect person. And I was like, oh, I guess this means it's serious. Like she's literally picking her life up and moving for him. And I don't know. Now I know she's the perfect person for him, but at the time I was just like, that's weird.
It was definitely weird. A lot of like my friends thought I was weird too.
Yeah, it was
well, the friends
quick.
who like didn't know like my like college history with Brandon, but
I don't think I was in a place that like I was.
You weren't in a place that you wanted to be happy for either of them.
Yeah, no.
You were
You were in like the screw everyone who is
yeah.
happy or likes anyone or has someone phase.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay. Gail and Lewis were happy for us, so that's the
Yeah,
best.
my parents were
Yeah.
happy. Yeah, but we made it.
We made it. We really did.
We really
I
made
don't
it.
like remember. I think it was COVID. Honestly, that was
That
like
might have been the turning point.
for us when like we basically lived together.
Yeah. Once you got the ring, I was like, okay, she's in.
But even then, like you definitely weren't as like
No.
we weren't. I would say we weren't friends.
No, I was living in LA. You were in Philly. Like
Yeah.
we didn't have like a relationship.
But once we like were down here and like we lived together for like, I mean, how long were we at that?
Wait,
West
I
Palm?
genuinely don't know what you're talking about. When did you guys live together?
When we all lived in West Palm Beach for
In
like
COVID.
3 months.
You guys were there?
We drove 18 hours
They were there.
I literally don't recall.
twice.
I'm glad you were so memorable.
We were there.
They were there.
Chase wasn't. That's probably why.
Yeah. But yeah, we turned. We turned.
We did turn, and it's great. Yeah.
What has it been like for you watching Carly's rise to fame?
Rise to
Rise
fame.
to Hailey Bieber level fame.
I mean, it's definitely interesting because I'm probably a very private person, and like I have a 1-year-old little boy, so like making decisions about like if I wanted him to be on social media or things like that, like were definitely a little complicated for me. But ultimately, like I think all of you guys are really like you have a really good following. I feel like all the people that follow you are like very like supportive and nice.
Yeah.
And so like it makes it a little bit easier to agree and like be a part of some of those things. I am definitely featured less unwillingly in videos than Jenna. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Your son is featured.
Yeah, Chase is, I mean, he should be a model.
Yeah, he should be.
I mean, you know.
I mean, there was one video, and listen, I asked Peri, especially in the beginning, before I posted anything. Like, I feel like I tried to be very, like, I was.
You still do.
I still do. I was walking. Now I don't really care.
You're
as much.
very respectful of it, though.
Yeah, now I don't care as much. But when he was like just born, I was like really walking on eggshells, like making sure. I did post a video and it went viral, and the newborn straps on the car seat.
Oh my God.
So they were wrong. So I guess something with the shoulder pads, like they were wrong, and everyone was like hating on it and like humming for Peri as like a mom and being like, your kid's not in the right car seat, whatever. But then there were some people that were like, oh no, like you're a new mom, like you get it, but hey, just like fix it. And you wouldn't have known that.
No. And like, so like I really like appreciated that.
Yeah.
But there's also like points of like things that where you see stuff on social media that like adds to emotional. I mean, like you guys all deal with this. Like you see things and you're like, oh, I wasn't invited to this, or I'm not there. And like plus mom guilt. Like remember that video of like all of the photos of Chase being added to the house? Like, and I wasn't in a single one.
She cried and
like I literally
to
had
take the
an
TikTok
emotional breakdown
down.
like 5 days after Chase was born. So like there's definitely a balance, and like it turns out there was pictures of me, they just weren't in the video.
They weren't in my TikTok.
Carly hates me, guys. So I think that if there's a person to be in the spotlight that has it, I think Carly has handled it with grace, and I think she's very respectful of at least like me and my family. And so it's been interesting and fun to see, and I really love all of the fun gifts that she gets from me and Chase. So can't complain about that.
Peri, last question for you for now.
Okay.
What's in progress?
Oh, in progress. I have a really big meeting at work that's happening on Wednesday that I am stressing about. Very grateful for my coworkers for letting me like take the weekend off so I can celebrate with Carly. Headed to a work trip tomorrow, but balancing that with the longest I've ever been away from Chase. So like very much in a little bit of a weird mental state, excited but sad.
Okay,
Yeah,
you got this.
I'm halfway there. 4 more days.
Good job, Peri. You did a great job.
Thank you.
All right.
Feel like we have to cheer everyone on after they speak.
Wait,
Wait,
Good
we're
job,
also
Peri.
going in like
Yeah.
oh my God, chronological order of how long you've known everyone.
Yeah,
Because like Jenna to me to Denisse.
Exactly. Okay, Denisse, are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay, Denisse, you know Carly's LA life
I do.
better than anyone.
I do.
I've heard some wild things about Carly's LA life. We'll keep it PG-13, but I would love to hear your first impression of Carly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my first impression of Carly was super friendly. Like, I thought it was really cool that, you know, I was in LA. I had friends in LA, so I wasn't totally new to the LA scene. And I knew you were new, and I knew you didn't have many friends in LA. So I did think it was really cool that you were ballsy enough to like just be like, hey, want to go pregame, or like, hey, want to go for dinner, for brunch. And I liked that a lot. Like it was cool. It was refreshing. I haven't really met other girls that way. So it was nice. And I remember just like that one date that we had where I was telling you that I was seeing this guy, and there was that like judgy ass like, what, like you're dating him? And I was like, is she? But yeah, she knew him, and honestly, like it wasn't even like, oh, she's judgy and she's being a bitch. It was like, okay, she's judgy, but like she doesn't know me like that yet. Like, like, but okay, I respect it. But no, first impression, like super sweet. Like we obviously vibed on a lot of different levels.
But did you think like after that first date that we went to toast in LA, like we would be best friends?
I didn't think we were gonna be best friends at all. But I was, but it wasn't. It was like it was very neutral. It wasn't like, this girl isn't going to be my best friend.
Yeah, it was very just like, okay.
Like, yeah, like we vibed, like it was cool. But no, definitely didn't think we were going to be best friends, but I'm so happy we are.
I know. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a journey, but no, like great first impression.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was DMing back then too.
Yeah, and I mean,
sliding in.
And we like, you know, we liked going to the same places. We were hanging out with the same crews. Like there wasn't much. Yeah.
We both liked the bungalow and Domino's.
Yes. Lots of poor decisions in your early 20s. And it was also a phase in life where like it is very hard to navigate. And like it was the post-college, like what the fuck is going on? What are we supposed to do? Yeah. Like not even so secure in like our careers and everything else. So it was like we were just kind of going through it together. And I think that like formed a strong
100%
bond.
Yeah. So speaking of poor decisions, you were there when Carly started dating a guy and then started working with the guy and then moved in with the guy. Yes. What was your perception of this situation? Because that just sounds like a bit of a disaster.
I always thought it was batshit crazy. Like I would say it to your face. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I think this is a terrible idea. The working part. Yeah. Like, yeah, like you guys moved in quick. But it like I know some people that do that and like it works out, whatever, but not
this time.
It was the kind of relationship that, like I was saying, just like early 20s, mid 20s, you just like kind of think you know what you're doing and you just don't. And it was just all moving way too quickly. But, you know,
the idea of it, I think, was nice. Like, oh, living together, working together, like what can go wrong?
And it was all, and it was all really convenient, right? Like cheaper rent and like you have a solid job and like it was fun, you know, working with a lot of like other influencer people and like it was all really cool. But yeah, like did I see that and think like long-term success? Probably not. But, you know, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Well, since you had that magic 8-ball and knew it was not destined to last forever, you know, we talk a lot about breakups on Life in Progress, and Carly has said that she thought she could die from a broken heart, and she did not. You saw firsthand what Carly was like going through her breakups, going through this specific breakup. What was that like from your perspective? What was Carly really like through that, and how did she, you know, pull herself out?
Yeah, it was a dark time for sure.
Yeah.
Like I remember I picked you up in my car like for the first time after it happened, and you were just like, you fully just broke down, and I had never experienced a heartbreak like that. And I remember just feeling so sad and like so like fuck, like I don't even know what to say or do because I know how much of a shock it was, and I also know how blindsided you kind of were. And I remember just feeling so like helpless for you. Like I don't know what to do or say, but like I know I want to be there for you, and I know that like I just want you to, like, I just wanted you to know it was all going to be okay. And like, I knew it would be, because like, you're such an amazing girl. But I remember you were just like you couldn't breathe. And I was like, fuck, like, this is bad. Like,
I slept with you that night.
Yeah. Yeah. You slept over.
It was terrible.
And it sucks because like you never
It was genuinely terrible.
And you never want to see like a best friend in that state. And like, it was really just like, this is gonna, like, I knew in that moment it was gonna be a long journey. But you know, I do, like, you did do a lot of the work and the self work, and I think it was a journey. Like, I just said that, but it's, you know, I'm so proud of like how you came out of it. And I think you're a completely different person from when that breakup happened. But it was tough, like any breakup. And, you know, I think there came a point where like you started putting yourself out there again, and you were starting to like have crushes and like get excited about other guys. And I was like, okay, things are looking positive. Okay. And I knew you would be okay. But like, you know, like we were talking about, you worked with the guy, you lived with, like, I think it was more so all of those pieces that were stressing you out and like making you think like, fuck, I need to start all over.
It was everything. It was everything external. I think that was like the biggest loss. Yeah. Like, he also had family there, which I felt like it was my family. I was so far from home. Like, it was all the external things.
Yeah. And it was for sure all the external things, because deep down you knew that wasn't your person.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, a breakup is always really hard for your friends too, right? Like, it's really having to be there. And obviously, like, when I started dating Jason, shout out Jason.
Different Jason.
Other Jason, my fiance Jason. And yeah, I remember just like wanting to be so mindful of like how I was feeling and like.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely an interesting time because Denisse like didn't have a serious boyfriend prior to her, like serious prior to her current fiance. And she started dating her fiance, I think a week after.
Literally a week after
I got broken up with. Actually, Denisse and I went to a Halloween party with my ex and her now fiance the night before I was broken up with.
Yeah, I'll know, because I slept over his house, and you texted me like, he just broke up with me, and we're like, no.
And
like,
we had just gone to the Halloween party
together.
Like,
what do you mean we just had like a night? Like
we just had a full night.
How is that possible? But
I have a question.
Yeah.
What did you guys dress as?
I was
amazing question.
I was like a cat, like Batwoman or something like that. You?
And wait, what was Jason?
We definitely didn't do like a couple's costume.
Oh, too soon.
It was our first. It was like like our second.
Yeah, no, it was like their third date.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah. No.
Jason was like, I don't even know what he was, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I blocked all of that out. Like,
That's very fair.
I have no idea.
Was Domino's ordered?
No.
No.
Because it was But
no, it sounds like they slept in different places.
Yeah. Different places. But does that answer the question? I mean, like, should I get into a little something else about the breakup?
Sure.
Like, I don't know. Like,
No, it's good.
No, that definitely answers the question. Okay. And it leads me to another question. Of all the girls sitting on this bed right now, you were the girl who saw single Carly in her 20s very closely. Tell us about single Carly.
Single Carly was a vibe, honestly. I feel like once you were over that breakup, you were just like a down.
And also, we had a long time before you even started dating him.
For sure. And it's, guys loved you, first of all. Like, guys would always hit on Carly, and they would always hit her with your eyes are so beautiful. And you got hit on a lot, right? Like, I feel like
here and there.
Yeah.
But it was never by people I liked.
She was definitely really picky. Like, sometimes to a fault.
Yeah.
It was like one day and she's like, but blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't see this and that. And I'm like, Carly, go on another date. Like no. You don't need to marry this man.
Poor Troy. Troy, if you're watching this, I'm still so sorry. Shout
out Troy. Which I, funny enough, also went on a date with. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Carly was so fun single. I mean, we were just like going out every single Saturday night.
Yeah.
Every single Friday night. Just like
if
chilling.
Jason heard this, he'd be like, what?
Yeah.
You went out?
No, Carly went out. We always had a good time. I feel like we just like had different crews that we would hang out with. And Carly loved to party back in the day, everyone. I know that's surprising.
It's very surprising, but I did.
But she did. And
love to date.
The thing with Carly, though, is when you did crush, you crushed hard.
Yeah.
And I think that also just like says a lot about who you are as a lover.
I love her.
But like, you know, you were never the type to just like date around. Like when you really liked someone, you really liked someone, and you like put all your feels into it. And sometimes that was a blessing and a curse.
Sometimes I got too obsessed.
Yeah, you definitely got a little too obsessed sometimes, but like, like we all do.
Yeah.
We all do. And like, yeah, you know, I think that's why I'm just so happy that you met Jason, and I think you both are so equally in love with each other, and yeah, we just love to see it.
Love that.
Yeah.
Denisse,
Yeah.
you've been amazing.
Thank
really
you.
proud
Yeah.
of you. How do you feel right now?
I feel good. Yeah.
Great.
I'm working on my likes and ums.
Oh,
I didn't notice at all.
Really?
I didn't either.
Okay, amazing.
Oh, Jason said I'm the worst. He says he hears it every 5 seconds.
No, same.
So,
But okay, I'm glad no one noticed.
yeah, wow. Now everyone's going to be like,
Yeah. Rewind, pause.
Well, final question for you for now. What's in progress?
What's in progress for me? Well, I am also planning a wedding for November.
Yes, you are.
Yes. Woo! Thank you. What's also in progress is a puppy. I'm getting a new puppy. Shout out Rufus. Maybe by the time that we're watching this, he'll already be in my home. But just prepping for him, prepping the house, prepping my fiance's training schedule. And so just really excited to welcome a new member to the fam.
You have to train Jason?
Yeah, we need to train Jason on the training.
Feminine energy.
Yeah, we're trying to tap into my feminine energy more, so I'm trusting
We're trusting.
that it's all covered. Yeah.
Love that.
Okay.
Denisse, you've been great.
Thank you.
Yay, yay, Denisse, you
All
killed
right,
it.
let's pass this over here so you can each have one. All right, we are moseying on over.
Moseying.
Moseying to Jami and Jenn. Jami and Jenn,
Hey.
Jason's best friends' wives, now turned into Carly's best friends.
Yes.
Also,
that is us.
I'm obsessed with. I need to hear, first of all, from your guys' perspective, what was Jason like before Carly?
I was saying, who wants to go first?
Well, Jason was Daniel and I's third wheel for a very long time. But
Who was
like
the third wheel?
I was the third wheel. Okay.
So to make sure we're clear on that.
Yeah. He liked to have fun for sure.
Fine,
Yeah.
he liked to have fun.
Well, we were talking earlier that he's a great dater.
He was the best dater to the point where I'd be like, Brian,
like your game.
like you need to talk to Jason sometimes. Like his dates were all activities, which I always found like so fun and nice because it wasn't just like taking a girl to go get drink.
Yeah, very thoughtful. He's always been really thoughtful and like honestly like have always had a really good relationship with him. He's the best. So
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
And he's lucky.
Yeah, he is.
And we're lucky.
What was the first thing that you heard Jason say about Carly?
So I remember this so vividly because the day after their first date, we were in Florida, and Jason had come over to hang out with Brian and I. And so we got the whole lowdown. But the caveat is he had come over on his way to his second date with Carly the next day. And I remember thinking like, wow, you know, Jason like was dating a lot. Like, you know, he just always was that way. But I never had recalled him like literally seeing the girl the next day and thinking like, whoa, so this is like definitely different and like something I had never recalled him doing before. And like he said he like really liked her. I remember him like describing the date. It was like just like really sweet, I would say, like the way he would describe her. Yeah, we were in Florida.
That was my thought too.
Yeah, we were in Florida.
Got it.
Do you remember?
I wish I remembered like the exact words. I truly do. But I do remember thinking like, wow, the way he's talking about this girl, we were like, this is serious.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, have you heard him talk about someone else like that?
No.
No.
Are you just saying that?
No.
She's like,
You'll never know.
Okay, let's hear about the first time you guys met Carly. I know Jami, it was your wedding in the
Yes.
elevator. You don't really remember it. Carly does.
Yes. Which I understand why Carly does. Like, it was with me and my mom in the elevator, like on the way to my rehearsal dinner. I just think I was like so caught up in my wedding, which is not a great excuse, but
It's okay.
but I will tell you like my first impressions of Carly.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to be like completely honest. Carly looks like a mix of two of Jason's exes. Like, to the point where we all discussed it.
Did you?
And so, well, I don't know if they're at both exes, like a situationship and an actual ex. And we were like, wow, Jason has a type. And Carly like is the mix of it. Like, that was what we were saying about you.
That's so funny.
But also, like, I remember feeling like I had known her for 10 years. Like, she just was like this really outgoing, kind, like caring person that I had known, like, even if I had known her 2 months, it felt like 10 years.
Well, to spin off that, I also met Carly the same day as Jami's wedding. And Daniel and Jason were in Brian's wedding, so Carly and I were left alone together to spend the entire day together.
First time meeting. Really good for me.
Yeah, it felt like really natural.
Yeah.
And I remember Daniel being like, how you doing? Like, what's going on?
Checking in on you?
Like once, and I'm like, she's doing my hair. Like, we're good.
Yep.
That's really cute.
Yeah, so like, agree. I feel like we became friends immediately, and it felt like supernatural.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys think that it would last?
Yeah.
It was different.
It was different. Yeah, I agree.
I
Yeah,
almost
like-
didn't make Jami's wedding.
Yes. It was a COVID wedding, you know.
Yeah, no.
Things happen.
This
But you were there,
I was
which
there.
I think is like important. Like, it's
I
nice
know,
that
I
you
think that's
wound
really-
up
I
being
think it's
there.
important.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I also was jealous that you guys were hanging out.
You were jealous? On
She's
your
like, how was she?
No, I literally like called Jen the next day and I'm like, so Jen, what's going on?
on Jami's wedding weekend.
Well, because like Carly would like have completed our group of friends, and like she obviously fit in so naturally. Like, it was great, but like I needed to know if she would have fit in naturally.
Yeah.
Like, it's important. Like, we had spent
I
a
feel
lot
like-
of time, the five of us.
Yeah.
So like whoever was the sixth was like an important person to me.
Yeah, like I
You
feel like
know?
our opinions about you kind of mattered more than like any parents, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I agree.
Yeah.
No, trust me. I know. It was a little nerve-wracking.
What made you decide to give Jason the +1 for the wedding?
So obviously we never had met Carly, and we did have a rule that you had to be engaged or living with someone to have a +1 at our wedding. That was like a big rule, and there was, you know, obviously a few people who were in serious relationships that didn't like make the cut. But Jason was in Brian's wedding party, and we knew that Carly and him were serious, even though it had been only a few months. And we were like, it's important she's there. Like, that's how we both felt. And obviously it was during COVID, and we were like, if we get to a certain number of who we're allowed to have, like I literally remember writing Carly's name, because we had all I think it was a rehearsal dinner, like some invitation were printed like beforehand. They weren't handwritten. And I literally remember writing Miss Carly Silverman on the invitation, because I was like, I want Jason to know she's on this invitation. Like, it's not just Mr. Jason Fitterer. Like, it's Miss Carly Silverman too. Like, I remember doing that. I just don't remember which invitation it was for. But yeah,
I don't either. I don't think he showed me.
probably not.
That was okay.
Yeah.
What is their relationship like? Like, you guys get to just hang out with them as a couple all the time. Like, what is it like being with Carly and Jason as a unit?
That's a good question.
Or how would you describe their relationship?
Really like fun and easy. I think you're both really easygoing people to hang out with, and together you guys just like really vibe off each other really well.
Yeah. Like, it's very natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're fun. It's very telling how in love you guys are with each other.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's nice.
Are we allowed to ask questions?
Yeah.
Jen and
Yeah.
I really want to know, what did you think of us?
Yeah.
Oh.
We
Love
want your
that.
first first impression.
Yeah.
First impression.
Yeah.
I was so nervous to meet you guys. Like, Peri was talking about how she was intimidated to meet me. Like, I literally, the way Jason talked about you guys and like your little group of five, I'm like, I felt like I was going into like the TV show Friends of like their five. I'm like, I'm just gonna be this girl coming in. Like, you two are already besties. Like, I'm going to have to try to fit in. But I met Jenn in an Uber because we happened to land at the same time in Chicago. And Jason and I, like, scooped you from the airport. And, like, you were the friendliest person. Like, I mean, if anyone knows you, like, they know, like, you don't not smile. Like, you were just so friendly. And I'm like, okay, like, I can do this. Like, she's really not that bad. Like, she's not going to bite. And we ended up spending the entire weekend together because obviously Jason and Siegel were in the wedding. So you kind of like took me under your wing and it was so fun. We like went to the sauna with like Jason's ex. Just like
one of the girls that she looks like.
One of the girls that I look like happened to be at this wedding also.
But wait, both of the girls were at the wedding.
Both of the girls were at the wedding.
You handled it with grace, by the way.
Thank you. But Jenn was friends with one of the girls. So like she kind of hung out with us and it was a little weird, but Jenn made me feel so comfortable and like almost like told me like it felt not that there were sides at all, but like she just like made it known that like I got you, like you're fine, like this is like I got you. And
do you feel like you were doing that on purpose?
Not at all.
But you definitely like.
But like I wanted to make sure that. I mean, you were coming in as Jason's girlfriend. Like, I needed to,
like this is Jason's girlfriend. Yeah. Don't think otherwise.
Yeah.
And then Jami, the elevator. I just, like, it was her wedding weekend. Like, I never met her. And I'm just this random-ass girl showing up at her wedding weekend, and I literally get in the elevator, and it's her and her mom. Like, on their way to the rehearsal, and I'm just like, hi. And Jami was the nicest person I ever met. I'm like, I blacked out. I told Jason, I'm like, I just met Jami. Oh my God. Like, she was so nice, but like.
Haley Bieber.
But yeah, no, it was, I'm very lucky and like, thank God that you guys are who you are.
We are so lucky.
Yeah.
We are.
Super lucky. Like, I feel very fortunate that Jason had such a good group of friends and like, you guys are a part of it. Like, I don't even see you as like Jason's friends' wives. I see you as
like
Jason's friend.
friend.
Yeah,
right,
like you guys have your own friendships. So
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Jenn,
Yeah.
what's in progress? Also, guys, follow Jenn B Wellness.
Jenn B Wellness
on Instagram. Some great content coming there. She is the expert on all things wellness. We're working on her content strategy.
Yeah, listen, she's not the best marketer, but she's a great nutritionist, so we're working on the marketing.
You're not letting me tell you what's in progress.
We're
hyping you up over
really
here.
excited.
We're so excited.
You're Jenn B Wellness.
Jenn B Wellness.
Jenn B Wellness.
Well, what's in progress is working on my Jenn B Wellness brand page. Okay. Carly's been very helpful in trying to give me some marketing strategies and help me work on my TikToks. And besides Jenn B Wellness, I mean, we're making a great TikTok of Jason from this weekend.
You are. You're making your first like real TikTok.
But like coming soon to Jen's personal TikTok, which is also like a big deal. Like it's her first TikTok.
Right.
Yeah.
Of Jason. But yes, what's in progress is really working on Jenn B Wellness, growing the brand, growing the page.
Guys, she does these grocery hauls, which I'm obsessed with, and she like tells me like what to eat and what not to eat. I've been trying to help her make a video. It's been a month now. It's a 5-second video. I made it. I did all the things. I'm like, Jenn, like just like put the video up. Now we're my bachelorette. It's literally been a month. We're gonna do it at some point.
I hope by the time this is out, the video is up.
Honestly,
right.
I don't,
and like it's the most hyped up video ever.
Right. And that you've all liked and commented on it.
Yeah,
Right.
Guys, just do us all a favor. Go like and comment on Jenn B Wellness's video.
It's about milk.
It's about plant milk.
JENNB Wellness.
You got it.
All right. Jami, not wellness. What's in progress for you?
What's in progress for me is I'm traveling a lot and I'm not the best. I'm a very ritual person. And I'm not the best at like either coming back from travel or like knowing travel's happening because that then messes up my ritual. Like anyone who knows me, Sunday is like my day and I do the same thing every Sunday. So it's like learning to chill out and like deal with not having my ritual, which I like on this trip I've been really good about. I think like
today is Sunday.
Today is Sunday and
there's no
hair mask in my hair.
And you didn't dry
I didn't dry brush. I didn't exfoliate. Like
but we did robe time.
We did do robe time, which is part of Sunday for me. So maybe that's why I was chill.
It's a good one.
Right, it's a good one. So
Wow, I'm really proud of everyone here.
Me too.
Do you guys feel a weight lifted off your shoulders?
Yeah, like this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But can we hijack the interview and interview Ilana too?
Yeah, let's interview Ilana.
Like, Ilana's also a bridesmaid, so she deserves her moment to talk about Carly.
Even though she
I
talks.
only do this every week.
Yeah.
Multiple times a week. For sure.
I have a question to start. What is it like working with Carly and also being her friend? Like, I feel like sometimes it's hard to be like in a work partnership, but also a friend partnership. Like, how do you balance that, knowing you both have fun personalities?
No, that's a great question. And I think that's something I was a little nervous about in the beginning, just because I've worked with friends in the past and it has not gone well. But what's interesting about Carly and I is like, we were friends for such a short time before we started working together.
Yeah.
And even in that friendship, a lot of it was based on our mutual passions and what we were doing for work. So
And experiences.
Yeah. So from the start, we were always running things by each other and giving each other our honest opinions and like kind of working together or hyping each other up. And working together just came so naturally that like everything that happened before that, like everything, like the 6 months of our friendship before that, it really was just building up to like, we knew we were going to do something together. We just didn't know what.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool, like, how our friendship happened. Actually, I think Denisse and I were talking about it earlier. Like, we became friends really, like, we were acquaintances for probably, like, 6 months. And then we became friends really when you lost your job. And, like, 2 months later, we just, like, went to Miami together for a weekend.
Yeah.
Which was, like, that was so risky of us.
Yeah, we did not know each other.
No, like, we had maybe spent, like, one day together
and
before.
I, like, we
We shared a bed.
Yeah.
Like, could have gone very poorly.
We also have a lot of similar, I think, like, personality traits. And I think because we're both such over communicators when it comes to work and making sure that, like, everything is good on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I also just think you both have a really, really great work ethic. And I feel like you both are hustlers in your own way. And it's like a really good balance. Like, I feel like losing the jobs and like starting all of this on your own takes a very specific kind of person. And I feel like you both really like build each other up and like hype each other up and keep yourselves accountable. So I think that's a really cool thing you have going on.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely. And I think we've learned like when to leave the other alone,
Yeah.
like when the other person's stressed, like what not to say. And I think the biggest like time we ever go head to head is really just like, okay, I'm going to work on this thing now. Like, no, you're busy. You're stressed. Don't do that. No, I'm going to. Yeah. No, let me do it. No, you're also busy and stressed. No, but please, I insist. Like, no, I'm going to do it. No, I'm already working on it.
This goes for like an hour. And then in that hour, we could have just both done it.
And like we both do start doing it.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're people pleasers.
Hey, what's
We
that?
had no idea.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions for Ilana? That was a good question.
Full of them.
Or any questions for Carly?
I have a question for Carly.
Okay.
Have you had fun on your bachelorette party?
I was also going to ask that.
Listen, I've never been on a bachelorette party. But from what I've seen and from what I've heard, they're usually really rowdy and like you go out and you're getting wasted every night. This was a very relaxing bachelorette party.
Raise your hand or say I if you've been drunk this weekend.
Mom's night out.
All right, we got 2 out of 7.
Well, I've never felt more like relaxed
Correct.
and not like I need to get home after a bachelor party.
I agree. Like, I do not need a recoup day where you normally do need a recoup day.
And there were definitely times where this whole weekend was really just laying by the pool, laying by the beach, hanging, eating, drinking, like calmly.
We do have 3 unopened bottles though, and this is our last night.
You
So
never know, but like
I wish you guys could see what Jason sent Carly.
so cute.
so
It's
sweet.
the cutest thing ever. And that goes as to like how thoughtful and cute he is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like show it.
Yeah.
No, wait, also, like, I know we're joking about Carly being Hailey Bieber, but she is literally Hailey Bieber in Jamaica. Like, No,
Right.
you guys, I'm not kidding. Like, the entire staff has been like bowing down. Like, you
They know
guys,
her
like
follower
Carly
count.
Silverman from TikTok is here. Like 131.1K followers. You're
Now
0.2K.
and it's definitely from the staff at this hotel.
Oh, like, I'm not kidding. The staff here has been insane, just like treating Carly like royalty.
Like, I've never felt like more of a princess.
Yeah, like we are the friends of the celeb, and I can get used to this.
Right.
We love the Hyatt.
Honestly, I know everyone was like so content, just like hanging, but I'm like, should we
We
be
all napped. Like, raise your hand if you didn't nap at one point at the pool.
Jenna.
Sore subject for me.
Sorry, Jenna. I didn't mean it.
No, but there was definitely one point where I'm like, should we be doing something? Like, we're all just like laying, but then I'm like, no, I think it's fine. It's fine. No, but it was so chill. Like, probably the chillest bachelorette ever.
Does anybody have any final questions for Carly, for me, for each other, or any stories of Carly that you're just like, dying to get out there?
Jenna, anything?
I'm thinking. I wish I was asked this question earlier, so I had some time to prep.
Well,
because
Jenna, you're welcome back anytime.
I would love to come back.
Oh, would you?
No. But I can't.
I think that
can't
you need to
choose a
tell your
favorite.
followers something that did not happen this weekend that you thought was going to happen. Did you or did you not?
Get your period on The Bachelorette. Was the white bathing suit okay?
No, like, am I pregnant? Because I did not get my period.
Can Chase have a friend?
No, like, should I text Jason? I didn't get my period, and like, I was supposed to get it like 5 days ago.
Karma is changing your cycle so you don't have it for your wedding.
Honestly,
Right.
amazing.
But also, travel, I feel like, does affect it. So
So I don't need to take a pregnancy test.
I mean, like, let's see what happens when you get home.
Okay. Everyone, like, stay tuned. But also, if I am, I'm not telling you until after the wedding. Gonna have to get a different dress.
But that's fine.
That's
like,
fine.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, well, stay tuned for that. But no, thank you for that question. I didn't get it.
Okay. Well, because, like, the internet kind of knows you might have had your period
Yeah,
this
no,
weekend.
fully. Everyone knows.
It's like a trending
It's a trending
topic.
topic.
Yeah.
Right.
Carly
Like, it's
got
going to be
her
like, you know,
period.
the TikTok on the bottom where there's like on the search
The
bar.
suggested search.
When you're on a TikTok, it'll say, like, Carly Silverman, did she get her period?
This is how much Jamie.
pregnant?
Haley Bieber. Did Carly Silverman get her period?
Yep. Nope.
Well, stay tuned on that one,
Yeah,
you guys.
stay tuned. Okay, this was so fun. Thank you for being the interviewer and for setting this all up.
That's what I'm here for.
Guys, you should have seen Ilana before this. She was.
Yeah.
She was scary, but she killed it. And
She
thanks for not grilling us like too much. Like, I feel like we all had like the right amount of questions, because like I feel like if I had another one, I would have like thrown up. So
You guys were so scared for this.
yeah,
It was honestly easier than I thought it'd be.
Of course. It's
Yeah.
fun. We're just chilling.
We're just hanging. Like, this is
Until
fun.
I see the video and like hear myself
I'm
talk,
not,
and
we're
then I'm
not
gonna
even
hate
gonna
everything.
show you guys. Just we're putting
Like,
it
do we get like
No.
No.
no?
No.
What?
Did
Like
she get
a
first?
preview?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Oh, so
Um,
logging on and
Yeah,
my
like we're
face
getting
is-
with the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
the
Ben-
perks of being your friend?
yeah.
Ben can get a preview.
Ben, my boyfriend, is always like the first viewer of these podcasts every Wednesday morning. Like, props to him, because truthfully, like, I don't always watch them, but like that's gonna be in progress for me.
Oh my god.
Do you?
Yes.
Every Wednesday?
And so does my husband.
Every Wednesday.
Every like Wednesday or Thursday, like before the end of the week.
Okay, I was kidding. I watch them every Wednesday.
Why don't you just listen with Ben?
Right, like
He leaves the apartment at 6:00 a.m.
No, it's
You're
really
awake.
funny because sometimes I like forget it's Wednesday and our podcast is coming out, but I wake up from a text from Ben at like 7 a.m. Great pod every time. Great pod.
oh, that's cute.
Shout out
Everyone.
to Ben and Brian, because they
Yeah.
are more
They probably are
supportive than
skewing-
our
I would say they're probably
fiancés.
skewing your male
They
demographic.
are. They are.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cute. Brian's
love it.
listened more than Jason for sure.
Yeah,
And
Brian
Jason and
listens
Jake
like
combined.
literally every week.
No,
Brian wants to be a guest on this
Right,
podcast.
like Brian,
so.
I
Yeah.
can guarantee is like so jealous right now. Like he's probably sitting at home being like, I can't believe I'm not there. And
I propose that we get the friend crew on.
Yeah, we definitely maybe we'll do that one day.
oh,
Good luck
I'd
getting
love
Siegel.
to see Siegel on a doing this.
he ran away from Carly's TikTok. So
That's true.
Many have.
Yeah.
Many have run
Many
away.
have.
Maybe we'll do it like on a summer weekend
Maybe.
type vibe.
Yeah.
You know, like chill.
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 Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
and
guys,
thank you, Carly.
Thanks for having us.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you guys didn't say what's in progress.
Oh, we hate this.
Okay.
God,
Cut
Peri.
that. Cut.
Get out of here.
No.
Alana, what's in progress?
What's in progress for Ilana is editing this episode.
It's gonna be a task. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for her. Do you want me to try?
No.
Yeah.
Dad, of all the ones for you to edit,
Not this.
but be my guest. That's what's in progress for Carly, editing this episode.
I take it back.
Mm-hmm.
I take it back.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't want to edit this. I'll do any other work. I'll do literally anything than edit this podcast.
All right, get me some rejection clip time codes.
Okay, I got you. Okay, what's in progress?
We have another episode coming out in 3 days that has not been edited yet. Gotta
That's
do
my
that one.
plane tomorrow.
That's your plane? The episode doesn't exist yet.
Oh.
I gotta do it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my in progress is, I guess, my wedding. I feel like that's in progress, my wedding.
Are you really relieved to not have to shop for bachelorette outfits anymore?
No, like I actually couldn't be happier. But I have to say, for someone who didn't have any outfits and getting it very last minute, I did a really good job.
You did.
We're proud of you.
You
crushed.
killed it.
You crushed.
You did a good job.
Thank
You
you.
crushed.
Well,
All right.
thank you guys all for
Thank you
coming.
to the girls. Thank
Thanks
you to
for
the
having
Hyatt,
us.
Zalara, Rose Hill, Montego Bay.
Didn't end the episode yet, but okay.
That's very much on camera. Jenna's butt is in pain.
Literally didn't end the episode.
And thank you, Jason, for being here with
Yeah,
us. Thank you, Jason, for
Jason.
loving our girl.
Yeah, Jason,
And
love
for
you.
tolerating her and making her better.
Yes, very
All
much
right.
so.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.